Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We got Qualifier. Day 2. Snipe, Kyle, Charlie Boy, and 2% Chungus. Of course, our restreamer is also racing today. I am Sinister Sama, and in the booth with me today, the legend, the myth, the man himself, LV Creed. How you holding, good sir?
Hello everybody, how you doing? It's your boy LV Creed here, holding up with Sinister Sama, doing some little qualifier action, as actually we're about to do a little bit of a slight change up. We're actually having Swift up for the first part of our qualifier races for this evening here. So right now, we're just going to be waiting for the good old countdown for everything to get going, but once again, welcome to the Mega Man 2 Randomizer for the Speedgaming Live Online 2025 season. We have a lot of interesting things to showcase to everyone, and we hope to get everyone excited for some good old Blue Bomber randomized action.
Indeed. Now, according to admins over yesterday, top 8 will be advancing on to bracket stages, but if enough interest shows up, we may have a kind of a challenger-esque tournament for those who didn't make the bracket steps. So, if enough interest is there. So, right now, we got, like I said, we got some good ones. We got Roll, we got Zero, new songs. You know what? We've got a whole overhaul of the randomizer now. So, we got a lot of good things coming up here.
So yeah, let's talk about what we're doing tonight. Last night, for those that have followed what was going on back then, it was all any percent. But now we are doing all zipless. So there will be no zips of any kind, and to make sure that they are on a preset that will prevent most zipping that be zipping us towards the right of the screen. So right now we are doing zipless, but with stage names on, so they can be able to choose en route which robot masters they can do on the fly right on the get-go.
Indeed, but on race number 2, though, it will be turned into the hidden side, meaning they're gonna have to make guesses. So, right now, as we are trying to fix Swift so we can see his footage, right now, for use in Latvia, apparently we got that going. And of course, we got the 2000, oh, we got the Mortal Kombat one right there. So, Mortal Kombat intros.
So yeah, we do have a countdown going on. We're just waiting for the stream to actually catch up, and we'll be good to go in a few seconds. So right now, our 4 runners on the screen is going to try and vie for one of our qualifier spots, which right now we do have 2 already between Casual Tom and Ari Species that have qualified from yesterday's qualifier rounds. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of these 4 randomized warriors are going to be taking the next spot in this qualifier race.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see who's going to be taking that next 2 spots, because since they qualified, they don't have to worry about it anymore. But off they go. Snipe's already there. Kyle, Chungus. Looks like a quick start, a flash start. 2 flashes and two quicks and a flash.
Well, looks like we might have Swift running behind, at least on stream, but I'm pretty sure he's going as well, because everyone has readied up. So, as Swift catches up as far as streams going, right now, with stage names revealed, as Senator said, we're pretty much just seeing the usual suspects in our starting route, with Quickman and Flashman, as both these stages are some of the simplest and straightforward. Even though yes, Quickman may have those force beams, our runners pretty much know how to deal with that, and along the way they do have E-tanks down along the way. Speaking of, Swift actually going to Metal Man, which is usually not the first stage you normally see, but also a viable start. As you see, there's an E-tank right at the very beginning of the stage, but it looks like some chickens want to make things a little bit rough for Swift.
Yeah, Swift going to metal first would not be the first choice I would make if we're talking routing, but it's not the worst. But these chickens are gonna make it, that's a little sketchy. He'll make the halfway point, and right now, Swift should be jumping, and there he is. So right now, as we were explaining, tin cans are immune to the Buster, and Kyle is already at his door. Kyle will be going in and taking on... wow! A low-jumping, slow-moving Crash.
Who is a little bit more durable to the Buster, so this is going to be a drag-out fight. Meanwhile, there's a very special airman on both Snape's and Chungus' sides. Not sure how they're durable boys as well, so they're gonna have to do a little bit of work in order to get out of the boss fight. Meanwhile, Crash is done on Kyle's end, while Air is done on Snape's end, with 2% Chunk is not far behind.
Yeah, they're gonna be going to Flash. Now they're gonna go to Flash. Meanwhile, Kyle's gonna go into Bubble. Not the worst. Meanwhile,
well, I'm pretty sure Kyle has all he needs right now to take care of at least Bubble, at least on a basic standpoint. Bubble is not too bad of a stage to do early, but you probably want to do it first because you don't have many safeties along the way. Snape taking care of checking if the walls are Buster weak. They are not. Jung is using Leaf Shield, which you got. Snape should have it as well, since you also done quick stage as well. So right now we know that Leaf and Buster are not the wall weaknesses for the walls, rather.
Swift took a death to Wood, and Wood is also very durable, and a quick Leaf ejector. He will take down the very premature Wood, and will be rewarded with item 2. Interesting play.
So the route choice for Swift winds up paying off again, being our first one to have an item early, and kind of an interesting decision going to Heat early. He may have item 2, but oh no, this is fine because once again we are on zipless rules. So even though he would have wanted to go early and get, say, item 1 and item 3, you cannot zip with it. So going ahead and just taking care of Heatman with item 2, which is very good in these kinds of settings, is not a bad play at all.
Yeah, it's not going to be a bad play moving forward. The only problem I see, he does not have a weapon to deal with those Metroids. Item 1 coming in from Kyle, who I didn't get to see what that Bubble Man fight was looking like.
That was a Metal Man in the Bubble Room fight. So Metal Man in water can be very easily manipulated if he's not very aggressive with his blades. So Kyle was pretty much just doing a good old back and forth, and pretty much just took care of Metal Man pretty easily.
Yeah, the problem right now I'm seeing here is that we got Fan Fiends up. They're gonna be Fan Fiends all in this bottom layer of the bottom layer over here. And that's gonna be very perilous here because that's gonna screw with jump distance here.
Yeah, you can see that Swift is having a little bit issue trying to progress, trying to utilize that item 2 as best as possible, but the setup is just getting a little annoying with the Fan Fiends just kind of giving quite a bit of a hassle to Swift.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those. Oh, Air Shooter is the answer!
Yeah, but Swift had to wisely back off. The Yoku block would have definitely spelled doom for Swift if it was to commit. So the back off was very wise, and now Swift, now having item 2, is gonna ignore this very long Yoku block stretch.
A two minute stretch now turns into a mere 15-20 seconds here. Meanwhile, checking an unremarkable Bubble, Snipe is looking pretty good, so is Chungus, and Kyle's looking pretty good going through them. Alright, we got Metal. Metal is taking more damage from the Buster. This is one of our more acceptable Buster kills. We'll be rewarded with the item 1 from Snipe, and Chungus will be getting it too far behind. Kyle will be going against his Wood, going to get his item 2. Meanwhile, we got a Quick Man up in the Heat Room. And there goes a Cerno down. And ooh, Snipe with the crash. You know what? You have item 1. That's not a bad choice.
Just trying to keep up with all the happenings that are going on with these. We have no tracker going in, so we're trying to pull some double duty here. But yes, what going to crash with item 1 is definitely good. Using item 1 to make these platforms sections very tolerable, especially considering we got lag frogs right in our faces here.
Yeah, these frogs are really a pest to deal with. Luckily, since it is zipless and we have item 1, it's a great play.
Alright, so we're getting a new stage started. It's time to go to Airman stage. Right now, Airman stage is looking pretty tame. Airman stage normally would have been one of the rougher stages to go through, but right now, he's taking quite a beating, wound up having to take the juice box in order to survive to make sure he makes that checkpoint.
Yeah, the big problem with Airman right now is that with those cans being absolute pains in the behind, he's not going to be able to get what he wants. Luckily, the second half looks tame right now. We just haven't seen the second enemy set right yet. Oh, birds!
They need to be careful. If he's going on full left side, he's gonna have to make sure that he has enough item 1 to make sure he's able to get that E-tank and then make the fly up. So he's gonna have to make some conservation plays, because otherwise you probably would like to use that item 1 to make some of this climb a little faster with a little bit of open spacing.
He will have enough of the item 1 though. And it is a slow mover. If you wanted to zip with that ain't happening. Ah, hit with a frog.
Once again, we got 2% Chungus dealing with Woodman here with the false start leaf shield, taking a bit of a beating. Definitely need to take a leaf shot. But, yep, gotta take that juice box because he was not gonna be able to take much more damage otherwise.
So right now, Airman did not have item 3, so Woodman is the only one. Woodman's level is the one with the item 3. Item 2 now recovered by Chungus. Item 3 recovered by Snipe. Snipe found it in Crash. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we hadn't found out Crash yet before we had to go to Wood. So we do have all our information in tow here as far as items are concerned.
Yeah, right now all items are there, but right now it's still relatively even, 4-4-3-3. And right now, remember, top runners are gonna be winners are guaranteed in, and then after that, that's if they want to continue. If they continue to play out.
Pretty sure Kyle is on 4. Just pretty much forgot which stage he probably took care of. But once again, we'll take care of the markings when the game progresses. Regardless, we got 2 Airman stages decided on Kyle and Chungus. Name's going to Metal. Swift taking care of Quickman. Right now, all our runners are still going to some pretty decent paces. Not too many screw-ups between our runners so far. They're managing things in spite of some areas forcing them to pop open a can every so often.
Yeah, right now, Joes are not being incredibly painful this time around. The Joes themselves are only one hit, and so is their mechs. They're paper mache.
Well, not complete paper mache, but they're definitely not worth the darn. Getting popped by a couple of buster shots.
Hot shots on the buster. And right now, looks like Kyle and Chungus will be going into their air rooms. Meanwhile, oh, another hit. Swift gotta use the box again. And this time, this is indeed a flash.
The leaf shield pretty much destroys. Yeah, the scratch, the flash. Oh boy, so much action, so much to try to keep up with. It's a good kind of craziness.
Indeed, and oh, Snipe did not get the kill. Wood claims another. Meanwhile, Swift just got done taking care of Quick and now going to Flash. Now we got a Wood sighting coming in from Chungus. Meanwhile, Kyle's at Heat.
Not trying to find a weakness, but not finding anything worthwhile, and wound up taking a very big damage loss. You do not want to lose the damage race to Wood, man. Winds up taking the juice box this time around. Probably was so focused on trying to find a weakness that he forgot to use it on the first pass.
Yeah, right now, Swift on the wrong side getting nailed. And right now, Snipe will get his item too. Chungus is going to continue using this flash stop, this time stopper to hold those dogs in place.
Someone knows in the chat some of the spriting that's on the screen. Snape taking care of the Zero sprite work, mostly based on Extreme 2, showcasing some of the newest sprites, Zero being one of the newest additions, as well as the Roll sprite from Mega Man Rock and Roll. Very good fan game, definitely recommended. Showcased it on Chungus' end, so a lot of interesting sprites were look like Kyle is repping Quint on his side, while Swift is just going with the old classic blue bomber.
Yeah, and looks like that was 5. Wood still remains. Bubble was beaten, I believe. No, Quick was beaten, my bad. Quick was beaten. He hasn't been in the bubble. Swift hasn't been in the bubble yet.
Which side was that?
Quick was beaten.
On Swift?
Yeah. Right now, looks like Bubble in the Wood room, and Quick stops.
Yeah, very small bubble hops and very short movement from Bubble. Could be an annoying Bubble, but we'll see how. Oh, look like Charged Heat is gonna be the one to do the job on this fight, but it's a actual charger, so it's gonna take some time to boot up before you're actually gonna have to fire the full shots.
Yeah, right now Chungus is in the lead with only Heat and Crash remaining.
Right now, Kyle is taking a bit of a beating on our Cerno looking Quick man, trying to use Leaf Shield as look like a secondary weakness and trying to get stuff done. Winds up beating that boss and gonna go to Woodman. Snape not too far behind doing the same thing.
Right now, Swift is currently in Wood, about half a level down from our runners.
So right now, everything is pretty tight-knit so far. Our runners not too far behind from each other. So pretty much at this point, any major mistake can be a complete game changer for any runners so far. So, and of course, with a qualifying spot on the line, you do not want to make any kind of mistakes this late in the race right now.
Yeah, this is the point as an experienced runner. If you're in this position right now and you're 15 minutes in and you're in this kind of position, you start trying to make sure you minimize the amount of mistakes possible. Right now, Chungus is taking no chances in using that item 1 to full effect, which I like.
Yeah, but he winds up taking quite a beating in trade, almost dying, trying to trade those hits and getting the item 1s into proper position. So while the safety was commendable, the trade-off might not have been worth it.
Well, he gets a free life from the ride and a free life prior to the ride, so he got safety. He got insurance at least. Now this Met decides to be, oh, the bailout right there.
They try to use item 2, but that small lingering mini PB just trying to cut that flight short, and it's gonna be going to that flash fight in just a little bit. Tal using item 2 in his own way, trying to go by the final parts of Woodman stage, going to that boss in a few moments.
Yeah, Chungus got done beating he's holding the lead, and Snipe not too far behind. Kyle's coming in as well. Kyle will be fighting his bubble, and seeing that Flash doesn't do jack squat. So a crash climb for Chungus, Snipe on the wood. So depending on how the wood cooperates here, Chungus could lose his lead right here. Meanwhile, Kyle does make it out of that, gets out of that nasty bubble fight.
All guys crash. So right now, we can argue that Snake could be in the lead. We can argue that Chungus. Snake's probably be a little bit further along, only because Crash is just a slightly longer stage compared to Wood. But as we mentioned before, any kind of mistake can wind up just meaning quite a lot in this juncture of the race.
Right now, the big thing gonna happen here is how well Chungus' climb was, because Snipe went to left side and made a really good play. Right now, his mashing is actually not bad, and ooh, the Snipe gonna take the upper path here, dodging these tackle fire dispensers.
And now everyone is officially on their final level. Swell finally making the crash. Once again, not too far behind, but still got quite a ways to go in order to try to catch up with the rest of our group. With Chungus doing the climb, once again, item 3 is locked in this stage. So honestly, with item 1 or item 2 in tow, you probably will be better off doing the left side rather than the right side, because the climbing speed is so slow in Mega Man 2. So having items like item 1 or item 2 for the left side would be a pretty wise decision.
I don't agree with that with Chungus. I don't agree with what Chungus did for the extra life. I don't think it was needed. I don't think it was necessary. Finding air shooter as a substitute weakness for the atomic fire, and using menu strats, and he's gonna be the first to Wily.
Remember, the randomizer has a few little extra additions. One of which is you can actually cancel items and weapons while they are active. So Snape using that knowledge to wind up making sure that the air shooter doesn't stay on screen as long, so he can fire it just as fast.
Indeed, and right now we got a Dr. Abobo. Abobo happy. And ooh, we got a purple sky. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. It is time for a dragon. We got design. We have color. We have weakness. Call him. So, for those who haven't played the game before Creed does his first, I will let you know the dragon design. We have our traditional dragon. We got the dragon with shades, the regular shades. We have the Gurren Lagann dragon, also referred to as anime dragon. We have swag dragon, the dragon corn, and we also have the oats dragon, and another dragon that we have yet to have yet. So, Creed, what is your call?
I want to see that mystery dragon so badly. So I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna evoke its presence to existence. So I'm gonna pick the mystery dragon, but it's gonna be a blue dragon. It's gonna be weak to Crash.
Well, I'm going with my monochrome dragon, weak to the bubble lead, and I want them Gurren Lagann shades. Swift finally finally getting his last ones, and then he's gonna have to get the whole Dr. Light stop trying to shape your mustache type of deal. Traditional blue with bubble, swag dragon blue with Crash. We got purple weak to metal. Last chance. We got about another 4 seconds, and then that's it. So today's our first dragon of the day will be.
It's a dragon corn
in green.
Very much green. Very traditional looking.
Yeah, I tell you.
Well, once they ain't crash.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, that's not a good bubble. It might be bubble. It's heat and bubble.
Oh, there's no way. I called it. Yes. Half a point for your boy. Frico would be proud.
Meanwhile, Chungus have made it to the dragon. Look like he might be having better luck compared to Snape, and he does.
And he does.
Wanda sneaking a bit of a lead on Snape, who's still kind of struggling, trying to deal with this dragon here, making sure that he's at least, you know, survives.
You are correct. Now, we're now at Wily 2, and we have a Pico discussion to talk about, but that's after we see what's going on with Kyle. So while Kyle's making it... What?
Go on.
You got it.
Nah, we were about to say the same thing, because we're about to see how he's going to deal with the dragon here. Trying to find either at least Bubble, because he is going to try Charge Heat. Was not expecting it, but let's see if he sticks with it. Nope.
I ain't stick with it.
So yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, it's live commentary, stepping on toes, is kind of thing. But seriously, one of the things that has been added, which is new to the randomizer, is that now refills are completely 100% instantaneous. You're probably seeing either Chungus and Snape just walking through the weapon energy items, and there's no stoppage of play. The current edition of the current version of the randomizer has finally and 100% removed all stoppage of play from any energy pickups, so it can be completely free-flowing now. Speaking of free-flowing, let's see how this Pico unit goes.
Ooh, no good. Regular Pico and not weak to the Buster, not weak to wood. Oh, it is an air. It's another instance of air, but one thing about our new Pico, Pico now has random formation starts now. So, if you think you was gonna memorize Pico, the only safe spot you have is in the middle, because Pico can come from anywhere now.
Fortunately, this air shooter is very good. One shot and one per unit of air, so a very, very solid weakness for Pico. And it looks like Snape has had a slightly cleaner fight compared to Chungus. He winds up retaining the lead, so right now a little bit of a back and forth between Chungus and Snape here as we go to Wily 3.
Let's see if his pipes got cleaned.
I'd say no.
You're correct. We got the Nickelodeon slime today.
You know, those things are usually highly toxic. I'm not sure how our robots are surviving this.
Yeah, indeed. Now, right now, Snipe again. This is like a back and forth situation here. Ooh. And right now, Swift is trying to make a move here. Metal's the other weapon, but the energy consumption is a little bit poorer on that.
Yeah, you definitely gotta switch out of that. You're gonna run out of metal before you beat any of the Picos. Also gotta get that E-Ting. There you go. Probably gonna need to find another weakness. Meanwhile, we're gonna have a special guest.
Bowser on parade.
Once again, runners trying to dig for those weaknesses. Is it even on the first page?
Second page, quick, metal, and it looks like Chungus has found the answer. And Chungus gets out of there. A much faster fight this time. Again, Snipe now ceding the lead to Chungus, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to make our way to the Great Equalizer.
Not to keep track of our other runners, unfortunately, Kyle wound up taking a very unfortunate death on the Picos, which is a very huge setback. Remember, Mega Man 2 is not very fond of checkpoints before the boss, so he wound up having to do the whole long corridor again, and wound up trying to get some of those resources back.
Yeah, he's got to farm those resources back, and that's gonna be a big problem because he wasted a lot of resources for this. And Swift just took third place behind it. Meanwhile, Snipe and Chungus are both now in the Great Equalizer.
Chungus being very bold, but looks like the patterning of the background has made it so that he's able to properly guess where, or safely move where that one hidden hole it would have been. Meanwhile, Snape is doing a much safer route, doing item 1 to make sure that he doesn't get to that random death hole.
Indeed, and right now he's doing a little bit of So the anxiety rooms right now don't look too bad right now, but yeah, prop top's not too bad. Pretty safe.
Carl finally makes it out of Wally 2, not worse for wear. Going to Wally 3, trying to catch up to Swift, but once again, the highlight is right now the stage between Chungus and Snape. Chungus is just one screen, maybe a screen and a half ahead of Snape, and coming up is the Boo Beams. Both of them should know, at least I know Chungus knows that air is the wall weakness. But the wall weakness is not the Pico weakness, so he's gonna have to find out what the Pico weakness is. Try to knock out weaknesses, but unfortunately, they're not gonna take.
Yeah, so right now the big problem is that the Blue Beam traps themselves are not weak to that. Oh, the bailout! A Buster only shot here.
Yep, any Wally boss can be weak to Buster. Very good that the Boo Beam is. It may take 10 shots, but definitely keeps your items in a much more premium position.
Indeed, especially with what's going on here. And right now, Snipe is gonna be behind the curve. How many bosses is gonna be a question now. Ooh, an early wood. This is probably not what he wants to say.
Yeah, wood was kind of a bit of a problem for our runners in the first go, especially with the Metal Man conveyor belt. But this time, Chung is doing much better, able to survive. And right now, it looks like it's going to be a one Robot Master advantage between Snape and Chungus. So execution and maybe if they want a weakness hunt or not, weakness hunts can quickly take care of bosses, but you can live and die by the hunt. And searching for weaknesses can take quite a bit of time, especially with the pausing and unpausing of the menu.
And metal is going to be a major problem because metal is a rapid firer in the water. Gotta use the tank. Ugh. And that did slow up. So right now, still one Robot Master lead going into Cerno.
They want to go into Heat Man. Look like he's gonna try to dig for a weakness, especially since it was not Buster weak. Or was it? The hunt did not make that much sense if it was a Buster soft weak Heat. That's the time loss you really don't want to make at this juncture. Like we said before, these kinds of decisions can make or break races.
Right now, that's now turning into a 2 Robot Master lead. Going into Heat.
Chung is finding metal. Must have found that metal weakness earlier. He went straight to it.
Yep. That means that still gonna be, yeah, it looks like 1, but air, trying to find it with the flash, because and air's gonna be a problem. Oh, good, and right now it's about an even playing field. Oh, Bubbles the answer.
Took a little bit of time to get to it, so there was a little bit of a time loss, but right now all that still means is probably just still one Robot Master ahead, so not too worse for wear for the time being. Just gotta take out this flash, and now we're gonna see if Wally is he gonna be weak to the Buster? We're about to find out.
Is he on Windows or is he on Linux? He's on Linux! We're gonna have to go searching. Air!
But but for both phases.
No, not for that one. Not on metal. Check out the crash. Ooh, crash. Crash is the answer. We're looking for something else. Quick boomerang. Quick and to the point. Nice.
Dave has also finally found the quick boomerang. I was about to follow 2% Chunkers into Victory Road, where we got one alien and one weakness remaining. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if they're gonna go for a page 1 gambit or a page 2 gambit.
Yeah, Wily's gonna be a thing here.
The slow, menacing walk before the inevitable struggle between our current players and our end boss. At Chunkers is gonna be the first one to check the boss. The best result will be Buster, but let's see what's gonna happen.
Got a funky looking ghost. Not a Buster, not a bus. Not in the air. HRG.
Stable gonna go for a page 2 gambit.
Page 2 gambit. No good. Crash. Nope, back to page 1. It's gotta be bubble or quick. It is bubble.
So look like a vanilla weakness.
And just like that, Chungus will be qualifying. Taking it over Snipe.
Indeed, and it's definitely official. Between our runners, 33:07 for Chungus, 33:12. 5-second difference, but just outside of our tiebreaker rule. So Chungus has officially qualified for the tournament.
Indeed. Chungus has officially qualified. Snipe does still have a second chance, but if he's gonna take it tonight, he's gonna have to play tonight's mystery seed coming up. So this would be interesting. Meanwhile, Swift and Kyle right now are only playing for possible considerations. Excuse me.
Swift wound up taking a wood straight to the face. And little,
no.
I was trying to figure out how far our runners were on robots. Wasn't able to get a clear-cut look, but regardless of the matter, the death is definitely a setback between Swift if he wants to at least try to catch 3rd place. Oh, he was on his last one.
He's on the machine. Kyle took a very nasty loss when he died in back at Wily 2. He took a major loss here. Ooh. Oh, quick is the god weakness for the machine.
Just to let our viewers know, there is one weakness for the Wily machine that is good for both phases. Looks like quick was the answer for this matchup.
Indeed, and now Swift is gonna be going into the alien. Meanwhile, Kyle, unless Swift absolutely botches the alien, which we know is a bubble, it's about it.
So once again, shout out to our current runners that are going on right now, and congrats to 2% Chungus for our victory. Looks like we don't have Swiss stream up since we had Charlie Boy, our tournament organizer, on stream first. So just replace it with Swift's Twitch whenever you have the chance. But regardless of the matter, showcase our runners here. And to our question in chat, we do have one more qualifier race that's going to be happening before we call it quits for this evening. So you made it time for one. You're gonna get one more. And that is the alien down for Swift, coming in third place with official time of 36 minutes and 8 seconds. Not bad, not bad at all.
Look like Swift has taken third place, and looks like Kyle's going to be on the back foot going into race 2. But we'll see who's going to be participating in race 2 to see what will happen next.
Just wait for Kyle to probably finish up. So we can have so we can have all our actions in the core. But right now, once again, we gotta dig for those weaknesses. Try and charge heat, but yep, it's vanilla bubble.
Indeed. It'll be Vanilla Bubble, and Kyle will be coming in this bad boy looking like 37 minutes flat. So we are now going to open up the second race, and while we do that, we will take a quick break and reset up. We'll be back shortly. Hello everybody, welcome back! With one person already qualified and Charlie Boy now taking over on that spot, we have Swift, Chungus, Snipe, and Charlie Boy! I am Sinister-sama, and on the comms with me once again, also pressing buttons, LV Creed. How you holding, boss?
Well, holding up well. We had a pretty exciting race between Snape and Chungus vying for that first position in our qualifier matches, but now Charlie Boy is gonna take the place right now. And Charlie Boy, a vested veteran and our tournament organizer for this year, Charlie Boy has claimed the title before, so you could expect that Charlie Boy is probably gonna be gunning for that qualifier position and gonna beeline for it.
Indeed. So right now, Charlie Boy is gonna be trying to make himself a multi-time champion here. Snipe, Chungus, and Swift, they're all trying to make sure that they're ready to make the move. And right now, we're probably gonna have to see what Swift is doing because, again, Swift is screwing around with his screen. But overall, we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. So in I'm not even gonna pronounce that country. I am not that good. But anyways. We have double rolls this time. We have the True Blue Mega. And finally, we have someone. Okay, so 2 bubble starts, a metal, and a quick. So far so good. Oh, my eyes!
Well, it could have been worse. One of the quality of life features is that the waterfall is not flashing. We have removed all the flashing within the game. If flash was on, the coins would be flashing as well. So be blessed for your eyes with what we got right now.
Indeed, Lime Lake. So right now, Charlie Boy with a very good opening here. Now this is hidden stages, no zips. So this is the zipless side, BD side as we call it. AC side was yesterday, and tomorrow we go back to AC side.
So yeah, our runners will have no idea where our robot masters are. Normally, if they will see a robot master that they don't want to see very early, they would normally reset and use it as a scouting opportunity. But looks like we have stages that seem to be workable for all our runners.
Yeah, unfortunately, Shrimp is on the menu today in Metal Man stage. And right now, this is gonna be interesting here because, ooh, Frog.
Charlie Boy, the first one to make their boss door. Snape and 2% Chungus not too far behind. We got a Bubble Man not in his arena.
Yeah, and this is a traditional Bubble Man right here. Meanwhile, we have a Metal Man. Look like flip-flop.
Yeah, we're doing a little bit of boss swapping right now.
And we got a Flash that's weak to the Buster and very high jumper here. Item 2 and Item 1 gets as well. Great play. But, oh, Charlie's going to air. Snipe going to Flash. Chungus going to Quick. And Swift going into Bubble. So we have many a divergence this time around.
Yeah, Swift going through Quick, man, which normally would be a fantastic start. Unfortunately, no items found. We didn't. So item 3 is still at large. Charlie Boy making excellent use of that item 2 that he got and bypassing a lot of the shenanigans that would have been in the Airman stage.
Indeed. So right now, this will help out, and seeing that Charlie Boy is taking the stage a little sooner than most will help out a little bit when it comes to any problems. Meanwhile, oh, there's a problem here. Cans Hands are weak to air, but holy smokes, that was a scare.
Yeah, those were a lot of hard-hitting enemies. You definitely would like to find something to destroy them. Chung is, as you said, finding air to be the savior and going through the rest of the Quick Man stage proper.
Snipe will be taking the lead currently going into his flash door, but that's only because he took a quicker stage. And he'll get a quick for his problems. Oh! The girl's fast! Wait, Chunk.
Way faster. Yeah, not quick enough to take this air to the face. Going to beat the quick woman. Nope, Honor 3 still up for grabs. And we got a Heat Man sighting on Airman's boss room.
Sad though. There's gonna be... Ooh. And looks like Air's gonna be a point of contention here. Air's doing a lot of, is gonna be pulling some work here. Both Quick and Flash are both weak to the air shooter. Item 3 found! Charlie Boy with item 3 in Airman stage. And item 1 for Swift. Oh, this is gonna be crazy.
Alright, so we got Metal Man, Quick Man, Bubble Man. Well, 2 medals on screen. Right now, both our runners pretty much going stride for stride. Look like Snape is probably just a little further along in progress, while both our other runners are just starting their other stages.
Charlie Boy about to make it to the halfway point of his stage. So right now, Charlie Boy is, thanks to him taking a longer stage in air, will likely have a little bit of time to make up going into Quick and whatever the case may be. Meanwhile, Chungus is traveling along, but remember, these shrimps are unforgiving. There's a dispenser at the top of the cogs.
They about to reach the boss door where it's about to take on that very slow yet high jumping Flashman, which seemed to be soft weak to air, but it also soft weak to the Buster. So I'm pretty much, yep, fully stick to the Buster and gonna be taking down Flash in a flash, out and gone. Right now, Snape is currently still in that lead, but there are still several stages to go that can balance things out.
Indeed. But, ooh, Heat's not what he's looking for, and not without an item 2.
But the item 1 can make this a little bit easier depending on the enemy set, if it's workable for the item 1. But regardless, still, you would like to have that item 2 so you don't have to worry about doing forced Yokus.
Indeed, and mind you, now this is a song that I haven't heard in a while. Hey Bomberman, welcome back. By the way, item 2 for Chungus, item 1 for Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy's equipped.
We got a couple of new stage sightings. 2 players going to Crash, 1 going to, and Charlie Boy going to Wood. So everyone going to pretty different stages. So bunch of new information. Snape doing wonders with the item 1. Decided to take care of those helmeted enemies, getting a very good extra life in the process. So safety's abound.
Safety is abound, but here's where the problem ultimately starts becoming a problem. Snipe's gonna have to take this very long one here. He cuts it by 30 seconds, but it's gonna be slow moving here.
Yeah, and our other runners do have item 2, so our runners will be able to catch up, or at least make up for Snape's unfortunate routing choice.
That's not all though. Charlie Boy has item 3, and we all know that's hidden up at that's hidden at Airman stage. So if he goes to Crash, and with those 2 going to Crash, he's gonna make up more time in Crash as well.
Well, that depends if our runners decide to stick with the left side, which Swift definitely does. But he's also very low. Oh, and Chungus is out of. He's out of item 1, but he does have item 2, so he can make the climb a bit fast with the item 2, if he so chooses.
Oh,
Swift's
and
definitely
Snipe,
using it.
and Snipe is going into Crash as well. This is gonna be a major problem for our runners because now Snipe is taking both whammy levels, so he's gonna be losing a lot of time just with an item 1. Charlie Boy, if Charlie Boy routes correctly, he's probably gonna get to Wily first with what he currently has.
So we have an airman sighting on the wood boss room. Very soft beat to the Buster. Winds up taking Woodman down in an instant. So right now, we can see that Charlie Boy has a pretty notable advantage right now.
Indeed, and wait, Charlie Boy found it in 3? Weird. So what happened here? Anyways, Flash. Are we playing the same game here? Anyways, that is a very, very slow Crash.
Yeah, we might gonna have to take a quick look at that as we should have been paying a little more attention to the bosses that were in the area, but we're gonna make sure that Charlie Boy is on the up and up and didn't make a mistake here. But we know that 2% Chunky, Swift, and Snape are doing the same C right now. And Snape doing the very, very long climb, trying to survive.
Yeah, right now, Charlie Boy, his background looks different. Alright, so we're looking for a Joe. We're looking for a Joe just before that room. If that is indeed a Joe, then he's on the right seed. It must be a different coloration. Oh.
Well, meanwhile, we got Snape doing Crash.
We got it.
Trying to get by that fight.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that is indeed quick. That is correct. Alright. So, Flash is down. The Flashman section is down. Going into wood. Again, not to air. Item 2 was found. Where was item 2 found at again?
I don't know. It's all been a blur right now.
Yeah, you're right. Regardless, Charlie Boy's in Crash. He's gonna make a very quick work of that. Ooh, down goes the quick. That ain't it though.
Oh, you did it! Oh, we almost had a jail the quick. But regardless, Swift does take down Quickman in Flash Room as well, following suit in proper fashion, continuing on in a pretty good manner, going to air, pretty much following Chungus' footsteps right now.
Yeah, Snipe is now starting wood. Right now, it is pretty even, but there goes the item. There goes the item 2 speed use. Using item 1. Gonna get some of that back. Nice work. And right now, ooh, Snipe's gonna have some problems here because Charlie Boy had item 2 and was able to fly through.
Well, regardless, the treehouse is still being pretty kind, but at least the crash bombs making it just as kind. While, yeah, Snape's gonna lose a little bit of time not having item 2 for some of the final stretches of Woodman stage compared to Charlie Boy, but regardless, it doesn't matter. As long as you survive the rest of the stage, it's not that big of a loss.
Yeah, right now, Charlie Boy is doing excellent work on this climb. Utilizing the item 2 to its fullest extent here. And now using item 3 to go up there. And right now, he pretty much caught up. And air is gonna go down. There's heat. Item 3 was found at...
I was about to say, you can see charge heat was the deal. Charge heat being a full charger, unfortunately, but still not doing the deed. And look like just gonna do a bunch of damage. And look like you're gonna have to just stick with Buster. not find the weakness.
Now heat's been found, crash is done for Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy is gonna have a major benefit here because air hasn't been done by either runners yet. Chungus got done with air, and Swift is also gonna be taking on this heat. And okay, so air did not have 3, it was wood. 2 is on metal, so ooh. The fact that Snipe waited so long to find metal might be a problem. And right now, Charlie Boy's going to get the juice box. Getting absolutely harassed up at the start of heat.
Name's going through the rest of Metal Man stage. Should not be doing too bad, but once again, not having many items, Item 2 would have been very good here. Wound up not making up too much time, so as Sister alluded to, not having items at the right period of time could wind up losing more and more time for Snape as the time loss winds up creeping up.
Indeed, and right now, Charlie Boy's utilizing item 1 and minimizing all that damage he's going with. And now he's got to take on this bubble. Now I gotta do weakness hunting. He finds metal as a soft weakness. He gets it done, but oof, that was a bit rough. And now remember, another thing to remember too, Snipe hasn't gotten his items yet. So all that time he's gonna lose more time thanks to Dr. Light. Ooh,
Charlie Boy is doing the pause buffering. It looked like he mismanaged his item 2 for a bit, but is able to pause buffer his way to safety and should be going to the Heatman boss room in relative short order. Should be on his last Robot Master, so Charlie Boy is going to be done with robots very, very shortly.
Same with everybody right now, but Swift is down 3. Just doing wood, and now Charlie Boy taking care of a wood here. Finds that the regular Buster's going to do the job. And gets him out of there. Now, Charlie Boy has a very good chance to take this lead, depending on how movement it is for Snipe.
And Quick Man stage is a very short level, so the time differential can pretty much swing by the time they both reach their respective bosses.
Indeed. So right now, the Snipe has Robot Master ammo. Meanwhile, Charlie Boy has all utilities. So, depending on how long it's gonna take for Snipe to get over there, yeah, Snipe's already at boss. So, by the way, Chungus is at wood. I think he beat air already. By the way, Charlie Boy trying to get a little cheeky with some of these tricks. And, oh, this is gonna be a long heat. And he finds Bubble as, a good weakness.
Your secondary weakness, anything to take care of this heat. You do not want to deal with heat with anything without a weakness, because the fight is so slow due to the vulnerability frames.
Indeed, and right now, Swift is currently at heat. He did beat wood. And right now we have the Dr. Quaker Oats. So let's do this. So I'm pretty sure Sinister was thinking of the same mindset. We do have a dragon. We got a color. We got a weakness. And we got a specific design. It's up to you, chat, to make those guesses and see if you're right. And for the designs, we have shades, we have oats, we have swag, we have a dragicorn, we also have vanilla. We also have anime, and we have the mystery Cthulhu.
Yes, one dragon that should be added in this current randomizer version that we have not seen yet.
Me? Well, this time around, I'm gonna go with, the Sunset Dragon. Still with my Gurren Lagann shades, but, you know what? Let's go 2 for 2 on that Bubble lid. Let's let Bubble be another horrible weapon to use on this dragon. So right now, Snipe is gonna be about half a stage ahead, provided that the dragon does not give him the business.
Meanwhile, I'm still hoping for the mystery dragon to finally appear, but regardless, he's gonna be weak to wood. It is gonna be. I'm gonna see True Blue.
We got a couple answers here. The Dragon Corn for Dreamer. Alright, here we go. We're about to go and check out our dragon. It's time for the dragon! With, Jukim Clouds. We have regular Shades Dragon. Mr. Cool with...
I'm gonna say orange.
Autumn. I'm gonna go Autumn. Oh, finds metal and gonna spam it!
That is a good metal. Very spammable, very low weapon consumption. So, very good weakness to find on Snape's end.
Yeah, Snipe gets really, really good with this. So now it's time for Pico. Ooh, good tricks.
Charlie Boy's about to face the dragon. 2% Chungus not too far behind, few screens behind, but taking a little bit of damage from the Chanky Makers. Wasting a little bit of time that way, but regardless of the matter, once again, on the way to the dragon. Well, actually, due to the odd color choices for Charlie Boy, we actually do have a green dragon, so we got 2 answers for colors apparently.
Yeah, because apparently Charlie Boy wants to go with the revert. I think he went inverted. Same seed, inverted HSV, as what it's referred to as. Meanwhile, Snipe is currently working his avenue. Meanwhile, oh! Chungus nearly kissed the dragon and does not find Bubble. Ugh. Doesn't find Quick. We'll find that medal on that second page, but oh! Here we go, Pico. Twitch chat, how you doing? It's Twitch Pico today. Not a lazy leaf.
As a reminder, one of the newest additions to the randomizer is that the Pico units are no longer set. They do have randomized starting positions, so you will never know where the Picos will be appearing from. But if you know how they act in vanilla, you can still very easily dodge them, as Snape is showing right now. And using Crash to full effect is a one-shot, very low consumption. This is definitely the weakness to go for this fight.
Indeed. Basically put, due to the fact that it's basically a 5 to 7, and it's only taking 1 crash to do it. Really, really good. But one thing we have not found is that wall weakness.
I think we found that. Yeah, Chungus confirms it's air again.
Alrighty.
A little bit of a throwback here. Got some Quick Man music for Wally 3 on Snape's end.
And Wily hit a body. Apparently that looks like some nastiness here. So, who did Wily kill today? Did Dr. Light finally go to Skull Fortress just to get murdered by Dr. Light, by Dr. Wily?
Nah, I think he just murdered a watermelon. It looked more like a watermelon color to me.
Hey, either he flushed the melon or he flushed Light. Either way, it is not kosher. So time to see what the dozer's like today.
Yeah, not too far away. We're gonna see what our dozer has in store for Snape. And actually, Snape, you can argue that Snape has a pretty solid lead up to this point, as Bowser makes a return appearance.
Bowser on parade, he decides, I'm gonna get an encore, and he's weak to the Buster! Ho ho! Open and shut case.
Look like that reappearance was worse enough, as he pretty much has got beaten with probably one of the easiest weaknesses to come across.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Charlie Boy got Wily cleaning his pipes. He must have fixed the scene. But now, ooh, Nightmare Land from Little Nemo for the Great Equalizer? Okay, I'm feeling this.
Some great pieces of music right there for Little Nemo. Good game as well. Recommend it. But regardless, they going through here, checking out the randomized floors around here. Gonna take the long jump. Yep, as soon as he found the floors, he's gonna continue on. But let's see how he does with this. Does he have item 2 or is he gonna go for the buster only setup? Oh, he's gonna go for item 1 this time. Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Meanwhile, Charlie Boy and Chungus are fighting for second place right now. Snipe is about to go into the anxiety rooms. This is gonna be a very, very good chance here.
Alright, so what are our rooms this time? And they're helmeted enemies. They're not gonna be worth as much.
They're not dangerous. Geriatrics, as one would call it. And yeah, currently, we can try to raise up Snipe. You know what? Give me a moment. Maybe I can do a thing. Creed, handle the wheel while I take care of this real quick.
I got you, good buddy. Yes, Snape taking care of these anxiety rules, using item 2 to full effect, just pretty much ignoring everything on the screens proceeding in. 2% chunk is finding the buster for our Bowser tank. Swift not too far behind, about to take on our Bowser tank as well as Charlie Boy begins Wally stage 4. Checking out the holes and using item 1 to try to navigate the areas. And gonna continue onwards. Snape does not appear to know the wall weakness, trying to do charge heat strats to figure it out. And gonna try for our god weaknesses to check to see if they're susceptible to things, and unfortunately does not look it, so he's gonna be weakness hunting. Wait, was it leaf shield the entire time? Oh, the sprinkler and the flight, the flickering of the sprites. I can word. I promise I can. It obscured vision, and I could not tell that the leaf shield was doing God's work.
Oh, Mega Man 5 boss music.
6.
Mega Man 6. My bad. Wrong one.
I have to be that guy.
Yeah, you must, because sometimes I forget. Music is music, and I like it, but jeez, finding the heat weakness is helping out a lot. And right now, Charlie Boy is gonna be in a bad spot here because Snipe is gonna be extending this lead going into boss number 3.
But Charlie Boy is gonna search for god weaknesses, and he should find the lead very quickly. Yes, he does. So it's gonna be able to take these out in relatively short order. Also remembering that air is the wall weakness, found it earlier, didn't have to do any extra digging as Snape did. But that's the fact of the matter is Snape is still quite a ways ahead, already halfway done with the Robot Masters in the boss rush.
So right now, Snipe, unless like power goes out, he might eat. Or the machine wants to act up. He's gonna have a major lead going into the machine. Ooh, Crash giving them a bit of a problem here.
2% Chung is finding our god weakness and gonna follow suit, trying to navigate the area and not break any walls. Essentially getting through while for and going to the boss rush. Switch should not be too far behind, but once again, all eyes are on Snape as he's about to go through his final Robot Master if he can make his way to the teleporter.
Yeah, so right now, Charlie Boy has just reached number 5. Snipe is just getting done with his final Robot Master. And just like that, the machine. Is it on Windows? It is not on Windows. This is on Linux. We must find an air shooter. Looks like a promising prospect here. Is it the God? It is the God.
Oh yes, it is.
It is the God.
And found very quickly as well. So Snape got on to victory road. One boss left, one weakness to find. It's all on Snape to just figure it out, and he got plenty of time to do so. As his lead is pretty significant compared to the other racers right now.
Indeed. And with that right now, it's gonna basically boil down to whether or not Snipe has enough energy. He did pretty good on the management, so
Meanwhile, Charlie Boy is on his final Robot Master and about to face the machine as well in a little bit. But now here comes our alien. Wally sighted, and Big Pippin Wally's gonna be the alien for today. Let's see what is our weakness. He's gonna go for a second page gamble. It's not second page. It's gonna be Buster. Is he that easy? Nope. The dig continues.
The dig does continue. Leaf Shield. It'll do though. It'll do. Weak to nature. And Snipe will be getting the victory this time around. He will qualify with a time of 28-24. Qualifier record for Snipe.
That is an insane time for Snape. Sub 30 is amazing, these kinds of things. So Snape pretty much just setting the bar very high for our runners.
Indeed, he's now in. Meanwhile, Chungus will be taking on the machine, and he'll be done. If Charlie Boy can find that Leaf Shield, he'll make some pretty good time, but he's gonna have to go ahead and take another qualifier option here. No good on air. No good on heat. He sees the Leaf Shield. And quickly goes down. 29-23 for Charlie Boy. Winner of the first race was Chungus. It was Chungus, right?
Yeah, it was Chungus.
So Chungus is just playing just to be playing. Snipe will be coming in. Will be taking the second spot for the night. Meanwhile, Swift is going to be going in. Chungus has found Leaf Shield. Here we go. Chungus is out there. Chungus gets nailed. Charlie Boy went under 30. Chungus gets in. 30 minutes, 13 seconds. Leaving it to Swift.
Alright, Swift, bring us on home. Just find us the Leaf Shield and Big Pip Wally, and the race is all complete.
Indeed. Big Daddy Pimp Daddy Wiley. Right now it's on that first page. You're gonna have to go digging. And Swift is avoiding that Leaf Shield like the plague and finally sees it.
No, just went the bottom route and going up. But regardless, doesn't matter. We have all our runs completed. That is Swift taking the final one, completing the race in the official time.
30:56.
And just to let you know, we did have one more runner, Kyle, who was in the first race, was running. He actually finished last with a 31:06. So still not too far behind Swift, all things considered. So all our runners did very well, but today is all Chungus and Snape, as these two are our next set of runners that are going to be making the brackets.
Indeed, we have Kyle, Snipe, Charlie Boy, and Swift just came in right now.
Swift is currently muted, but at any given time, we can probably have Swift in.
Indeed. We have a Kyle.
Hey.
Hey.
Wow, this seed, that seed was wild. We went from seeds to the seed that was just this great personal best.
I think everybody got a PB that round. Negative.
My PB originally was 32.
Not everybody.
43. Now it's 30:55. Almost like a minute shaved off. I think over a minute.
That's awesome.
Snipe with the 28, giving our first sub 30 for the qualifier, and actually our first sub 30 for qualifiers. For the qualifiers.
Insane. I've had a 29 before. I was hoping for a sub 30 this year, but this is insane.
Snipe, it just like everything went your way, despite you actually having to take 2 longer levels than Charlie Boy did. Charlie Boy's execution was slightly off, giving you just enough time to keep that lead.
Sloppy. Thanks. Thanks, Sinister. Yeah, go ahead. Just say it. Sloppy.
Nah, far from sloppy. In your standards, possibly. To the viewers, not really. You did.
I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
You know, I feel really good about how I did. It's just a testament to how much practice I put in to actually do better than this.
Yeah, every one of y'all have did exceptionally well. Y'all should be very proud of how you doing. But right now, once again, the day is for Snape and Chungus. Chungus had to dip out for a bit. Gonna go ahead and give congratulations to Chungus on the first race. But yeah, Snape, you just dominated the second race.
Yeah, I got lucky with item 1 on the first boss and just kept rolling from there.
I couldn't find any items.
But yeah, Charlie Boy, any words about how the seeds went? How the second seed went for you because you missed out on the first?
I mean, yeah, no, it was a pretty good seed. A good, nice little tournament de-rust, I suppose. It was my first race for this qualifier. I was honestly kind of contemplating not joining this year and just running things in the background, but I've joined like every year, so at least I'm going to play at least one qualifier. If I might play tomorrow and the next day, depending on how many people play. Like, I want at least 4 people on stream. If there's only 3 signed up for each of the subsequent days, so I might end up racing just to be the 4th spot, and I might qualify that way. But if not, hey, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, no, I mean, the seed was good. I wanted to zip, but item 1 wasn't the greatest anyway. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not trying to rely on zips necessarily either, and that just goes to show you, like I've told plenty of people before, you know, zips. Yeah, sure, they can save some time, and they are faster and whatnot most of the time, I guess. But sometimes, like, these zipless runners can definitely keep up and whatnot. People not using zips, like Snape just showed, like I just showed, like you can get sub 30s. I mean, what was that, a 28-24? That's wild, man. Like,
insane for zipless.
Yeah, GG's.
And then to add up on Charlie Boy's sentiment, I mentioned this before, at least I typed in the chat, but these races are open to the public, these qualifiers. So if anyone in chat is interested in at least trying out and seeing what you got into this randomizer tournament, you see the tournament link, the tournament Discord link within the promo that I have sent earlier just a few moments ago, and you can go there and we will set you all up and get you all the information and items you need in order to get started. But regardless, yeah, everything is all set. Everything is all well and done. And just a couple of final parting words, lasting moments, whatever you may have before we sign this sucker out.
Charlie Boy, I just wanted to say to you, you did not miss much on the first seed. That thing was brutal.
Oh, ugly.
It was terrible. I wish I missed it.
That's okay. I was for whatever reason, me and the setup bot on the live stream setup aren't getting along too well. So I think I found the answer to the problem thanks to Adirondack Rick. So shout out to Rick. So hopefully, if it happens again with anybody else who hasn't been streamed this year, then I know what to do. I think. I hope we'll find out when it happens. But yeah, I was having trouble with Ari yesterday and Snape streamed today, so I just wanted to make sure like it was as watchable as it possibly could be during that first race and during the races yesterday and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons I sat out yesterday too. But I do want to address something real quick. The Matcherino for this year, I posted it in chat. It did say that we have $65 in the pot already, but that is incorrect. That was last year's totals, and somehow that got put on the list this year. So, to my knowledge, nobody has donated for our tournament for this year, and that's fine. You know, if you don't, if you can't donate or you don't want to or don't have the means to, that's fine. If you do, by all means, please consider donating for the prize pot to the top 8 and whatnot. It'll be top 3 gets paid as usual, and I'm not exactly sure the exact percentages off the top of my head, but basically, we the goal is to try to get top 3 paid, period. And like, if we don't make enough to get like that third person paid, like Maturino has this like $10 cutoff. I usually like bump up like a little bit off of one, like take a little bit off of first and second to bump up like a couple dollars to make sure they hit that $10 so they can get actual paid out instead of just Maturino money that sits there on their account. You know what I mean? So, but regardless, yeah, I just wanted to address that because some of the speed gaming posts, as far as SG Live and the money and whatnot, the leaderboards for the bonuses and whatnot on a bunch of the streams are gonna have that $65, and we're not at 65 currently. We're at big goose egg, but hopefully that'll change. But regardless, yeah, no, the seeds were great. Everybody, thanks for racing with me, and thanks for letting me race y'all. And yeah, I'll leave it to y'all to close out and say your final thoughts as well.
GG's everyone. I just gotta get to bed. It's almost 4 a.m. So
Yeah, you're gonna have a good night's sleep knowing that you don't have to worry about any other races. Unless you want to join for fun, but you don't have to worry about anything else.
I'll see what I can do. I might join tomorrow.
Swift, Kyle?
Yeah, GG's to Chunkus and GG's to Sneep. I hope we were able to put on a good show for you guys. The first seed was kind of rough, but the second one, I felt really good. I think everybody felt really good. We all got a PB, and just hope everybody enjoyed the show. And thank you, and good night.
All right,
pretty fun.
Sorry, Swift. Didn't mean to step on your toes there. Go on.
Well, first, GG's to everyone. Yeah, this was pretty fun. Also, tomorrow is going to be the last race I have time for, really. So, I'm just gonna hope I qualify.
All right, we hope you do. So once again, congratulations to our runners. Very well played, very well raced, and very bigger congratulations to Snape and Chungus for their victories and qualifications for the brackets. But we have still 8 more qualifier matches within the next 2 days. So our next qualifier matches, which is going to be qualifiers 5 and 6, will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight. And Sunday will be at the same time at 2 p.m. Eastern for qualifiers 7 and 8. So you got 4 more chances within the next 2 days to make these qualifier matches and see who will be our final 4 for our top 8 brackets. So, of course, once again, congratulations to our runners. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to the Mega Man 2 Randomizer community as a whole. Duckfist being the original creator of our randomizer. As always, we shout him out because without him, none of this would exist. Of course, shout outs to the Speed Gaming family of networks on Twitch, as they always have been hospitable and providing for us. And Sergio Sama, one of my favorite co-commentators. Shout out to him. Glad to have you on board as always.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. Again, without runners to show footage, we can't say words. Best I can say it. So, you know what? Take it away. Take us home, Creed. Take us home tonight.
Yep, this is for Sergio Sama and for the rest of the runners. This has been your boy LV Creed. Take care. Keep your eye on the next races this weekend, and we will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.
Later, dudes.
Laters.